promise of Emmanuel, God with us, first appears in chapter 7 of Isaiah. Matthew's gospel later informs us that the child Jesus will fulfill Isaiah's prophecy and God's promise. On Good Friday, though it is a visceral reminder of Jesus' suffering and death, it is Jesus' life, that Jesus had life, that stirs the deepest reverence in me. God's choosing to wear the weight of humanity, flesh and blood, joy and sorrow, hope and despair, birth and death, is, for me, the great sacrifice of God, the greatest testament of God's love for us. I was born on an Ash Wednesday. It's strange to think about beginning my life on a day when we contemplate our inevitable death. But such is the burden of humanity, that we do not choose to be born, and we must live knowing we will die. However, God did choose to be born, fully knowing it would mean enduring the trials of both living and dying. And he still chose that, perhaps explicitly because he knew what he would have to endure. In the Old Testament, God sends prophets like Isaiah to help guide his people, but humanity's greatest help arrives when God himself takes human form. What better evidence is there of God's love for us than to become one of us? God knew exactly what humanity was like, the full range of our capacity for goodness and cruelty, the full scope of life from first to final breath, and he willingly chose to join us, to be with us in all the mess of the human condition, which for Jesus culminated in immense suffering. As St. Paul's letter to the Philippians reminds us, he emptied himself, taking the form of a slave, coming in human likeness, and becoming human in appearance, he humbled himself, becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. For more than 2,000 years, Good Friday has served as a testament to God's commitment to us. God does not ask us to do more than he himself was willing to do. That is, embrace and endure our humanity, knowing that the cost of life is death. But God does not leave us to suffer this mortality alone. Instead, as John's gospel notes, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The price of that willingness, that love, that life was death. For me, that is the stunning reality of Good Friday. Emmanuel, God with us. Please join us for our Good Friday services. Both 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. services are available. And if you cannot attend, consider joining us for our live stream.